emergency. I picked my dad up in the airport, and he was dropping a rental car off, and he said that he had my daughter at the house. And he left my daughter in the rental car at the International Airport. I'm going to be sent at the airport. I'm going as fast as I can.
Okay, all right. Make sure you're following all traffic laws. I'm pretty
No, that's
sure
not going to happen. My baby's in the car.
Ma'am, listen to me. Listen, take a deep breath. Okay, listen to what I'm saying. I am pretty sure that she is safe.
Hey, sweetie. Do we know how long it's been returned or anything?
No. We'll see on the paper now.
Was the car running? Did she feel hot or anything?
It was not. That's why I took her out.
She feels a little warm. She does feel warm. Let's want to get the evac coming. Yeah.
All liquid, gel, and aerosol must be in 3 ounces or less size.
Oh, the little girl ended up being fine. But a grandfather down in Daytona Beach, Florida, has been charged with child neglect after, as you guys heard, he left his granddaughter in a rental car. And when his daughter picked him up from the airport, he goes, no, she's at the house. Apparently, she was still in that car. So the charges happened, but the next crazy part about this is the response from the daughter. Because deputies here assigned to the airport responded to the rental lot at about 6 on Monday after Hertz employee reported that the toddler was found in a locked vehicle in the car. It was 80 degrees outside, and as they asked, was the car off? It was off, and she was hot. Deputies arrived to find the employee carrying the child whose face was warm and streaked with dried tears, but was breathing normally. The guy's name was David Towner. He's only 62 years old and he forgot his granddaughter. He's of Port Orange and he'd been babysitting her and left her in the rental car. That's what they said. He was also remorseful and cooperative with deputies. He's charged with 1 count of child neglect and being held in a Volusia County jail on $2,500 bond. $2,500. The situation here though is that it doesn't look like his daughter has bailed him out. Jesus, she's not very happy about the situation though. We all see the danger behind it, so I understand the serious nature of importance of this, and how obviously animals, pets, and also children being left in cars have died. So the serious nature of this, but he's now looking at some charges over this because of his forgetful nature. Mm-hmm. I doubt that he was trying to. And I feel bad for everybody here. I got to keep it real.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you what you thought about that too, because it sounds like obviously from what we have here, it doesn't sound like he was doing anything malicious. It doesn't seem like he was doing it because he thought it would be okay or anything like that. It sounds like he just forgot. And it's really scary because these babies are so fragile. Human life is so fragile. And if you make a mistake, then it could have some really, really serious consequences. And maybe, in the future, he won't be babysitting anymore. It sounds like him and his daughter have a lot that they need to work out together. Because it's hard to forgive somebody for something like that, even if it is an accident. It's hard to get that out of your mind at least. But hopefully they figured it out.
I don't know how the relationship is, but I would hope they'd eventually be fine considering the kid is there.
Well, she hasn't bailed him out yet, so if that's an indication,
There might be a little problem. Maybe they'll work it out over Thanksgiving, Christmas dinners or something like that, depending on what they celebrate. You've got multiple siblings. I've got 4 older siblings and I was left in their care many times because I'm the youngest. And I was done wrong. Mom, I was done wrong. You shouldn't have left me with them. These types of situations usually happen among siblings. Say the 14-year-old oldest sister babysitting the 5-year-old little brother. Sometimes fireworks happen. Does that happen in your family? Were you like the oldest?
So no, my family was very much like, like brown families, like the whole community raises you kind of thing. So we were never, my brothers and I were all pretty close in age. So it was never a situation where any of us was babysitting the other one, but we always had aunts. My grandfather was always around, he's still around, so we were never really on our own ever at any point when we were kids. There was always somebody there. So my childhood, I feel like we were very well watched and well taken care of, thank God. But but things still happen. I busted. There was like a 5-minute period one time when I was alone by myself, and I busted my lip, and I still have a scar from the inside. And I just had to wait for my dad to get back.
Wait, well, who was in charge though? Grandpa?
No, nobody was in charge. It was literally like the adults were shifting, and there was like 5 minutes in between where I was just by myself, and it was within those 5 minutes I was like swinging myself on the wall, and then I fell, and then my tooth went into my bottom lip, and I still have a scar from it. So So I was never left alone again.
I got scars. I can't even remember where they came from. The amount of times that I've done things like that to myself when no one was watching. In fact, when people were watching, I still did those things to myself. Let's keep it real.